Hello everybody, welcome back. This is EonShiKeno, and we've got a best of 5 here between EmpireKas, a yellow Terran player here on the right side of the map, and on the top side of the map we've got NightEnd. He is our red Protoss player in the top part of the map. We're on the map Shattered Temple, and this was labeled as the ESL Cup. So we got some Europeans over here going to play some games for us. Hopefully we'll have some pretty interesting matches. I'm going to plan on casting all of these games for this series, so make sure to check back for game 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, all the games. So cast here, make it messy. These, NightEnd, going to throw up a pylon. Smart move. So we can check the map out here, Shattered Temple. And looks like they're having lag problems here. Cassie, I don't know who that is. Maybe my nick is Cass. Cassie, okay, he's talking to EmpireKas. Oh, NightEnd's very funny, very funny. So we got a barracks going down for Cass, and we've got a gateway going up for NightEnd, and we've got an early scout here for, actually not very early scout, a scout coming here for NightEnd. Gonna scout the opposite direction here, unfortunately, and a little bit of banter back and forth between two players. Gas going down for NightEnd, and a gas also going up here for Cass. So same thing here for both players, straight up so far. Both players chatting up, just playing pretty standard. There goes that second pylon for NightEnd. Sorry, he's going to put some guys back there on gas. Now the next thing we're going to notice here from NightEnd, I want to keep calling him EmpireKas for some reason, but the next thing we're going to notice here after he puts on that Cybernex core is if he's going to plan on throwing up a second gas at his best guys are there, or if he's just going to stick on one gas. Sorry, that flew right in front of me. I don't know if you guys know this, but New Orleans, they don't have flies, they've got gnats, and it's really weird. But anyway, we've got a tech lab coming down for Cass. He went with, what was that, one Marine out there at the front. He's scouting with an SCV here, going to come up in a 9-inch base. Check that out, Zealot coming out for NightEnd, and this probe isn't going to get up the ramp unless he just suicides, and nope, he wants to keep it alive. That probe got lucky today. He got a stay of execution. He's going to go back to base and do some mining. So we've got that Cybernex core finish at no second gas yet. And chrono boosting out some warp gates. So Zealot's out, Soccer is on the way, and already pulling that SCV back. And Marine's still hanging up here at the top of the ramp. And ooh, we got a Reaper coming out, so I'm expecting an expansion going to come up from Cass here pretty soon. But no, he's throwing down a barracks. Ooh, I like this play. I actually talked about this in one of my commentaries a while ago. It would be tricky if you showed a Reaper scout and then just brought it up, followed up with, you know, 3 racks or some type of tech, because most people expect a Reaper and then instantly followed it by an expansion. So a NightEnd with a probe out here in front doing a little bit of scouting, and this Reaper is going to jump up in the base and see all kinds of good stuff. We can check out his vision here, see what's going on. It's going to kind of sneak around the corner there. He's going to see that gateway pop, see 2 gateways pop up, so that's pretty helpful. He's going to try and get some probe kills here. One going to go down. He's going to get a second one. No, he needs him back for that Reaper. Doesn't get the second one, and nope, he's going to end up dying there. But he did get some pretty good scouting information. He saw the 2 gateways and 1 probe kill. Oh, actually, there goes that second gas. And over here in EmpireKas territory, he's throwing up a reactor on a barracks, and he's starting to research combat shields. So Factory is out there, and let's see if he's going to get siege tanks. More than likely, we're going to see siege tanks coming from Cass. And since he's getting the combat shields, I'm kind of expecting Cass to go for a Marine tank push and maybe go set up some type of contain. Now NightEnd looks like he's going to be playing pretty aggressive here off of 3 gateway. He already has a proxy pylon up and going, and he's got some Stalkers and Zealots out. Now, will he? Oh wow! Actually, he sold at that bunker. That may that's not going to work out too very good for Cass here. That bunker is going to be something he's definitely going to need, and NightEnd is just going to push up this ramp unimpeded. And oh man, Cass is his first tank out. His first tank is out yet, but there are a lot of units coming. He's going to be warping in some more units. His gateways. He's going to sneak up there with that first Stalker, see this army, and I don't know if he's going to attempt to push that or not. Now, we're going to see if Cass is actually going to throw down a bunker, or no, he's actually not going to throw down a bunker. Not too worried about that one single unit. NightEnd is basically just setting in a position here to get a really good attack if Cass decides to push out, hit him right here at that choke, get him in a good position, and also delay this expansion for as long as possible. But he's going to go for it. He's running some units up there at the front. Guardian Shield is going to go up. Zealot's up in the front. Tank focusing down on the Stalker. Good job there. I like that control, but it looks like it's going to be too much. He's just breaking up in here into the front, and this Marine's combat shield just finished. A lot of SCVs coming out. Tanks Getting him back up to deal some serious damage. A lot of SCVs pulling this out. And it looks like he's going to fight this off. He's going to force field anything down? Nope, doesn't have enough for force field. He's going to push. Nope, looks like he's going to hang up there at the top of the ramp. And Kas would do serve himself well if he threw up a bunker or two. Now, whoa, is he just going to push out with all these SCVs and just all in from this point on? And he's going to try and focus down and kill some units up at the front and get a couple kills. But it looks like Kas is not quite sure where he's going with this big wad of SCVs, but he's pushing forward. And back at his main, he's only got like 5 or 6 SCVs. He's still producing units. He's got Tank Siege just finished, and making an Immortal coming out right now for NightEnd. That's going to be a very good unit supply count, 151 versus 39 for Kas. And he needs to keep as many units as alive as possible. And it looks like Kas, is he actually? Looks like, no, I thought he was just going to all in right there with those SCVs, but it looks like he's not. He bought himself enough time, so Siege Tech is finished, and that's going to stop those Stalkers from doing very much damage. He's got plenty of Marines and tanks. He's going to be able to siege up here, and this looks like it may extend here into a little bit further on into the game. Now, Kas, we can check the Harvester count, 29 versus 24, so he's only behind by 5 after having to pull them for that little defense, so he's still producing Marines and tanks. And the expansion going up for NightEnd. So NightEnd is going to try and slow play this from now on. He's pretty much assuming that he can't get up into his opponent's base just because the Siege Tech is finished, and there are a lot of Marines. And I'm kind of expecting Kas. Let's see, he's getting more siege tanks, he's getting stim, and he hasn't even started to make an expansion. I'm kind of expecting Kas to go for a timing attack once stim finishes with just like a lot of Marines, as many Marines as he can produce, and as many tanks as he can get out at that point. So we'll see what he's going to go with there. A War Prism also coming out now. Observer's going to check out all this good stuff in his base. So NightEnd getting some really good scouting information we can see up there. And, oh no, he sees the Unsiege, and he's going to push up, maybe pick off a tank or two. Oh, he's going to get that one tank. Yes, he does get it blocked by some Marines, unfortunately. Really nice pick off there by NightEnd. That was a really smooth move. I like that. Now another tank coming out, 3 more Marines in. He's pulling a bunch of SCVs. He's not even waiting for stim. He's just going to go right now. Well, that one tank is still pretty low, so we're going to see if NightEnd can hold this off. He's got his expansion just, oh man, it's not even finished yet. Same time, War Prism dropping in the main. What has he got in there? He's got some Zealots, it looks like. Oh wow, this is going to do so much damage if he does not pay attention to that. Zealots are going to start racking up some kills. And EmpireKas is just going to have to do so much damage here in his main. Oh, he just pulled him back. He's pulling up some Marines, tanks to deal with this. He gets him attacking in, and he's probably going to siege here at the bottom of the ramp. Smart. Good job there by NightEnd actually canceling that expansion. Oh, such a smart move. And wow, 3 kills on this guy, 1 kill on this guy. And he's going to pick him up with the War Prism. Those 2 guys get out of there. And now Kas has a lot of Marines. Look at all those Marines. And what does NightEnd have? He's got 67 supply, so he's ahead in supply. But, I mean, he's got Immortals and Zealots. Good combination to deal with a tank Marine. But there are a lot of tanks and Marines out there. Looks like we have the War Prism going to come back in here, do some little more harassment. But EmpireKas is rolling all his units in here to the main. They should be enough to defend this. And it looks like he's going to throw up a bunker and try and just delay this expansion and maybe expand himself. So there's a lot of pressure going back and forth between the players here this game. Marines pushing up here to the top corner. Actually, they do not see the War Pin down here in the bottom right part of his base. He's doing a good job scouting, though. You can see him running around his base here. He's actually, going to go back there. So, wow, that is a lot of Zealots. 5 Zealots out there. He's going to pick him back up. This guy doesn't get a ticket. And EmpireKas is just going to throw up some bunkers, throw some Marines in there. And what are we going to have NightEnd do here? He's throwing up a robotics base. So this is just turning into a very long 1 base here from both players. Scan going to go down and pick off that observer. And wow, actually supply blocked right now for Kas. He's probably wishing he probably should have thrown in a supply there just to get some extra supply. So he's not getting supply blocked. We can see right here. It's completely supply blocked, and he's not even starting another supply depot, so messing up here on the macro. Now he throws it down way too late. War Prism coming back in, just trying to ladder some units down, or elevator, if you're a little more technical than laddering. Elevatoring down some units here, just trying to bypass this entire contain out here and just go straight for the base of Kas. And NightEnd out here in the front pushing out some units, and a second army reinforcements from Kas pushing out. A lot of Zealots taking all those hits up in the front. Immortal killing that tank, rallied up there. He's going to kill the second tank. That's the middle. Immortals just do so much damage. Marines finish off all of them. Stim is finished. He's going to push up there. He's going to kill it, and Kas looks like he's going to win this small battle, but will he win the war? Immortal's trying to get out of there. He's going to end up dying. And wow, actually Kas, Stim and those Marines just did so well against that, and I don't know if that is going to work out too well for NightEnd. He needs to watch out the Immortal. Okay, good. He pulls it back there, staying alive, and Kas is in a pretty sweet spot at this point. He's throwing up an expansion, so it looks like it's now his turn to expand. NightEnd gave it a shot, decided he wanted to cancel it and live, and now it looks like Kas is now going for the macro. And we're going to have an Immortal drop here with some Zealots probably in the first Colossus is out. Extended Thermal Lances is being researched to about 50%. And NightEnd is going to go for a drop. There's a big rally of units here from Kas going to come right up around this corner. And he needs to watch out. He's going to run straight into this army. Oh, there he goes. He does see through the high grass. He's going to get out of there. One Immortal shot going down on that siege tank. And NightEnd is kind of getting trapped in his base here. Pushing up the top of the ramp with the bunker. Kas is just slow pushing all the way up in here, and he's going to need at least 2 Colossus if he wants to break this. He's got 2 Immortals. He's going to push up those with the front. He's going to come up here and just poke off, get some hits. Just get a couple Marine kills. Good job there. You can see those shields work so well against siege tank shots. They just reduce the damage to, what is that, 10? Yeah, 10. And they attack so slow that it really takes a long time for those Immortals to lose those shields. So a really great unit to deal with those tanks. Now we got another bunker coming up here, and he's going to push the tanks up. Yeah, pushing them up 2 by 2. And he's got 2 Colossus now, and he's going to start whittling away at these Marines. Going to be able to take out this other bunker, and maybe not. That one tank is in vision. He's going to have to move it in a little bit better position, out of range of vision. He's going to have to sell that. With these Colossus, it's going to give NightEnd a little more wiggle room. Now, the tanks do have longer range than the Colossus, but the tanks do need to have that vision. They have to see what they're shooting to make maximum usage of that. Now, it's going to come to a point where NightEnd is actually going to have to push out and break this, and he's up to 108 supply. He's probably going to wait for this next Immortal go out. He's got 3 more warp ins, 3 more gateways here, just warped in, 3 more units right there, 3 more Zealots, getting a pretty good army composition here. And the expansion is going to go down for EmpireKas, and he's moving out in the minimap. You can see a big wad of units, Colossus up front, Zealots, Immortals pushing up there, and those Marines need to get back. Oh wow, Zealot's being warped in from the top there, from that top position, and oh my gosh, I think NightEnd just crushes its attack. He just hit from 3 positions there. It seemed like that was a really nice concave that NightEnd just generated, even though he was coming into a choke point into that. You can see up here at the top, this Warp Prism, warping Zealots up here, spreading out that damage there from those tanks, and NightEnd just broke that contain so beautifully. Now EmpireKas is on the defensive, and he's pulling up a bunch of SCVs to try and make some bunkers. He's got some Marines out. He's got 3 tanks, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Now pulling probes down here because he is basically mined out. It is a main. We've got a 17-minute 1 base here from NightEnd. And let's see if he's going to go for the attack. Yeah, he is. Immortals up in front, doing a good job of spreading those out. He's going to push up there and just take out these tanks so quickly. Look at that. He's probably just going to one-shot them. He does have a lot of Marines, but those Colossus are just going to shred them so fast. And EmpireKas, GG's. That was a really interesting game we had. There's back and forth, player pressuring, other player expanding, and then back and forth. And at the end, NightEnd ended up winning. So we'll move on to game number 2 next.